Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero have their fight fixed for May, and without hesitation, they've begun a fresh back and forth. The fight seems to be an easy one for Ryan Garcia, but many fans are forgetting that Ryan Garcia has been rusty and has been out of the ring as well.
Yo, nigga, jump that nigga now, bro. Jump that nigga now. Jump that nigga now, bro.
Rolly Romero, on the other hand, is ready to prove everyone wrong and mount a worthy challenge. Talks of a possible Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero fight began after Ryan Garcia had just produced an eye-popping knockout of Oscar Duarte at a catchweight of 143 pounds in Houston, Texas.
I would respond to that.
I'm with Al Heyman. Ryan Garcia's biggest fight was with Al Heyman. The most money he ever made was with Al Heyman. And then he goes back and fights for crumbs on a shitty TV network.
However, it didn't take long for King Rai to try to make his next fight into fruition, as he called out and took shots at World Boxing Association Junior welterweight world champion Rolando Rolly Romero. "I'm committing to becoming a world champion," Garcia told DAZN's Chris Mannix following his 8th round knockout of Duarte. "If Rollis wants that, bring it on, Rollis. I know you talk a lot. Let's get that going, Rollis. Where are you at?" "You got beat up by that old dude," he continued. "We know what happened. Don't be trying to fake it." By old dude, Garcia was referring to the 40-year-old Ismael Barroso, who Romero defeated months before that, to claim the World Boxing Association title in a tougher bout than expected.
Al Heyman offered me a way better deal. Al Heyman's the best in boxing, and hands down, all of us Al Heyman fighters are living great. Ain't one of us complaining.
While the promotionary build-up to a Garcia versus Romero fight alone would figure to be pure entertainment, King Rai also shared how defeating Rolly could put him in position to perhaps slate bigger bouts with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney within the 140-pound division in the near future. Imantas Stanionis holds the full WBA belt at 147 pounds, but Ring Magazine has learned that Garcia versus Romero will duke it out for a WBA World Welterweight title as well. The report doesn't go into specifics on which strap Garcia and Romero will fight for, although it is likely the lesser-regarded WBA regular title. There has been no confirmation from the WBA that Stanionis will be stripped, while the undefeated Lithuanian is set to put his black and gold title on the line against IBF champion Jaron Boots' Ennis on April 12th in a welterweight unification bout.
I know the kid really well. This isn't a joke. Y'all need to be there for him, because he's going through it, and it's the truth.
Stanionis picked up the WBA regular title in April 2022 when Terrence Crawford held the primary version of the belt. Once Crawford vacated his titles to move up to super welterweight, Stanionis was upgraded to full world champion. Garcia and Romero could fulfill the same destiny if the winner of Ennis and Stanionis opts to relinquish their title as well. King Rai takes on Romero in May in New York City's Times Square on a bill shared by fierce rival Devin Haney, who squares off with Jose Ramirez in a separate bout. Providing Garcia and Haney come through their respective fights unscathed, the plan is for both men to rematch in October over in Saudi Arabia.
Bring on Broly. You know, he's part of PBC. We already ran it once with PBC. I need to get my get back. So I'm going to beat Broly, and we're going to have that. I just pray to God.
Last April, Garcia dropped Haney 3 times en route to a majority decision win, which was later overturned to a no contest when it was found he had tested positive for the banned substance. As a result, Garcia received a 1-year ban from the New York State Athletic Commission. His suspension ends on April 20th, 2025, but to be relicensed, he must submit a clean PED test. Both parties have entered into multi-fight agreements with Riyadh Season, while Garcia has enrolled in the VEDA drug testing pool. VEDA drug testing was one of Haney's requirements to get their sequel over the line.
Try to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, like...
Garcia had previously questioned the credibility of the organization, but has since committed to their random drug testing program. Additionally, Garcia will also submit random tests conducted by agents contracted through the California State Athletic Commission. Obviously, it's a tune-up for Kingry, so you can give him a break in that department, but it's not fair to the fans to use a fighter with a 2-2 record in his last 3 fights as the B-side for a pay-per-view card. Rawley's actual record should be 1-3 in his last 4 fights because his victory over Ismael Barroso was highly controversial because the referee, Tony Weeks, jumped in and stopped the fight in the 9th round in their clash on May 13th, 2023.
I want to tell everybody, just thank you for coming out and honestly, happy.
Rawley had thrown 4 punches, all missing badly, and Weeks waved it off. Barroso was unhurt, standing and looking at Weeks. "What are you doing?" Fans were shocked at the stoppage, and there was criticism for months after. At the time, Rawley was trailing and on his way to losing the fight. There are many contenders in the 140 and 147-pound top 15 rankings more deserving of a fight against Ryan Garcia on May 2nd than Rawley Romero.
That you did take more punches than you thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight? It's okay.
It appears they were in a hurry to find a body to be the opponent, and Romero served the purpose. Given that this is going to be a PPV event, it would have been better to use Jose Ramirez as Ryan Garcia's opponent in the headliner and give Rawley to Haney for the co-feature. Even in that spot, Romero doesn't belong, but Haney is coming off a 3 knockdown loss. He needs a soft touch like Rawley to make sure he doesn't wind up in the dirt.
Well, I would love to know, I saw that Ryan Garcia posted yesterday if he was kind of questioning your decision of choosing to fight Cruz when he said you could have made more with him. Tell me a little bit about how you would respond to that.
However, if the idea is to ensure that Ryan doesn't get beat ahead of his rematch with Haney in October, then Rawley is the man for the job.
I mean, I hope he keeps training with Derek James. That shoulder roll, that's amazing. It was a good performance. Yeah.
Rolando Rolly Romero was given the May 2nd fight against Ryan Garcia after Isaac Pitbull Cruz chose not to take it due to his previously scheduled fight next month. This is Rawley's chance to pull off an upset of the ring rusty Garcia on Turki Al-Sheikh's card at Times Square in New York City. Cruz has a fight scheduled against Angel Fierro on February 1st and didn't want to negotiate another fight until after his match. Fans were hoping to see Ryan and Pitbull fight, as it would have been a lot more interesting than watching Rawley be given the matchup.
Trying to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, like...
It's unclear if there were other fighters available that could have stepped in. The 140-pound division has a lot of fighters with more talent than Rawley, and it would have been great for fans to see someone else. Rawley Romero is definitely not a great fight for Ryan because he was recently knocked out by Pitbull Cruz in the 8th round last year on March 30th. Rawley obviously is a bargain basement level fighter with limited ability who doesn't belong fighting in the main event of Turki Al-Sheikh's card on May 2nd against the superstar Ryan Garcia. Romero bounced back from that loss to defeat Manuel James by a 10-round unanimous decision on September 14th on the undercard of Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga.
The only fight I care about right now is Ryan Garcia. And then the winner between that and me and Ryan gets Gervonta Davis. We're going to do this all on pay-per-view, on Showtime pay-per-view. We're going to do this shit, all right? Like I said, at the end of it, I got the belt. I make the shots.
Rawley didn't perform well in that fight either, but he had a harmless opponent. Using Rawley as the opponent is a very poor option for Ryan Garcia in a headliner on DAZN PPV. However, Ryan Garcia had initially asked for a fight with champion Cruz by taunting his ability to fight. "You don't know boxing if you really think Pitbull Cruz would beat me. I've faced so many fighters like him in my life. It would be a field day. I would put Pitbull Cruz to sleep. You guys are delusional. But after I beat Haney, I'll gladly handle it easy when I get a possible fight with the Mexican champion.
I'm willing to fight anybody as long as both parties come to an agreement. If his side comes to an agreement with my side and everything works out, then I have no problem fighting with him or anyone else."
Isaac Pitbull Cruz didn't seem impressed with Ryan Garcia's entertaining 3 knockdown victory over previously undefeated Devin Haney last year. Instead, Cruz, the popular World Boxing Association 140-pound champion, was more focused on Garcia blowing the weight by 2 pounds at the weigh-in, than what he did the next day, labeling him as frivolous and unserious. "Ryan Garcia doesn't take things seriously," said Cruz, who was in Manhattan, New York, to formally announce his first title defense against a fellow Mexican for his World Boxing Association belt in Los Angeles on a stacked card headlined by pound-for-pound king against the former world super welterweight champion from Uzbekistan. Even when he comes to the weigh-in, he's overweight by 3 pounds, Cruz told a group of reporters following the press conference.
Pues igual, a mí no me importa la carrera de los demás, yo me enfoco en lo mío y yo me estoy preparando para conseguir mi...
He doesn't take anything seriously. He needs to be more focused on training and he needs to be more serious. Garcia called out Cruz following the win against Haney. Cruz wasn't surprised. It's not the first time, he said. It's been a lot of times he said he wants to fight. I'm ready and I want to fight him. The popular Cruz battered Rolando Raleigh Romero for an 8th-round technical knockout last month to wrest control of the belt, while Valenzuela recorded a highlight reel 6th-round knockout over Chris Colbert in a December rematch.
You saying he wanted it, or?
I think they pay good enough money that these guys are going to say yes. So that's what I think.
Now, you're going to take over Times Square in New York.
Yeah.
The entire world between. It's never been done before.
Yeah.
Whatever Turkey does is massive. Tell me your feelings when he came up with that idea and he told you.
There have been rumblings that Cruz could face Gervonta Tank Davis later this year in a rematch of their exciting 2021 match, which saw Davis win a close decision if he prevails against Valenzuela. The poker-faced Cruz is open to that fight and others. I'm ready to fight anyone, Cruz said. I'll listen to my team and we'll make the best decision. Nevertheless, facing Cruz is a big risk. A defeat against the Mexican will damage Garcia's chances of getting the Gervonta Davis rematch.
I think everybody could watch whoever's there, so that's pretty cool.
Now, a Pitbull, very dangerous fight. You actually posted today that he's going to be tougher than a rematch with Haney, and I agree with you.
Yeah,
Why did
I
you
mean
say
tougher
that?
as in...
He has admitted that his primary aim is to fight Tank at 140, given he was not at his best in their first fight. The 136-pound catchweight and 10-pound rehydration clause led to claims that Garcia was weight drained. Since Valenzuela has already beaten Cruz, losing to him makes Garcia's stock fall even further. But since Cruz is quite experienced, facing him allows Garcia to prepare for his rematch against Devin Haney. That may be enough for him to take that fight since he was on course to face Romero before talks broke down and Raleigh lost to Cruz. Blair Cobbs hijacked Garcia's interview to request something from the latter.
Have you sparred Ryan before?
Huh?
Have you sparred Ryan before?
Yeah.
And what do you have to say about that and then possibly fighting him?
Blair Cobbs and Ryan Garcia used to share a friendly bond during their time in Golden Boy Promotions together. The relationship soured over the years when the Victorville native supported Cobb's opponent Adrian Bronner when the two fought earlier this year. However, it looks like the two have since made up as they looked quite friendly during the interview. While talking to the interviewer, Ryan Garcia saw Cobbs and exclaimed, "My boy!" while Blair the Flair jumped into the conversation.
He was a very interesting fighter. There was 2 things that happened in the fight, in the sparring. One, I got knocked down from the hook. I didn't know who he was.
The January 1st 17 boxer immediately started putting Ryan Garcia on a pedestal. He stated, "King Ryan with the ultimate showdown," before making his request. Cobbs added, "But you know something, please knock this idiot out. I'm tired of this stuff," stating how Ampo's antics have been getting on his nerves. Without wasting a second, Ryan Garcia assured his friend that it would be done and there was nothing to worry about. Afterward, an interviewer brought up Ampo's comment about being ready for Ryan Garcia's left hook.
So I didn't know that he had a weapon. And I'm like, what's this weird hook that you keep throwing? Like, oh, boom, okay. And then the second thing that happened is the stoppage. I stopped him.
However, before the 24, one boxer could answer the question, Cobbs jumped to his defense and stated that there was no way that Ampo could figure it out. "Hell no! He ain't ready for that stuff, idiot! What the hell? I wasn't even ready," stated Cobbs, referring to his old sparring sessions with Garcia. This is not the first time that Cobbs has opened up about his sparring sessions with Ryan Garcia. However, he was quite contradictory to his last statement this time. After his win over Bronner, Cobbs challenged Ryan Garcia and stated,
I worked him, I beat him down, and took away his weapon completely, and went to work like an immigrant. And when it was...
"We have a little history with one another. I also made you quit in sparring. Yeah, I got knocked down. I got up and made you quit. I made you turn into a fool," implying that it was not as one-sided as Garcia made it out to be. Well, it looks like the old friends have buried the hatchet and have come together for Ryan Garcia's upcoming match. MP Promotions president Sean Gibbons, who promotes tough Mexican boxer Isaac Cruz, believes his fighter should get the next crack at junior welterweight star Ryan Garcia. Cruz and Garcia have traded words for some time.
Career, and I wish to be a world championship, and that will be happening. That's my focus.
We want to fight. We want to fight Ryan. We want to fight Rollies. We want to fight anybody.
In the past, Garcia called for a showdown with Cruz, but the contest never came together. At the moment, Garcia is focused on securing a fight with former undisputed world lightweight champion Devin Haney. However, Gibbons feels strongly that a Garcia versus Cruz encounter will make for a much bigger event. Ryan Garcia for 2 years has called out Isaac Cruz, talked trash about him, and talked about Cruz ducking people. But Ryan should know more than anyone, boxing is a business, Gibbons said to Betway.
Anybody but Shakur Stevens. I'm happy he retired, thank God. And, Shakur's a great fighter, but with a style like Isaac Cruz, the guy, he would be running worse than Rigondeaux. So
you're fighting for a prize, to entertain people, but to get paid. Everybody knows along the way, it's about timing. And all of a sudden, things have lined up perfectly. We come to the realization that Manny Pacquiao wants to see Isaac Cruz fight Ryan Garcia. Floyd Mayweather wants Ryan Garcia to fight Rolly Romero, but the fight that needs to be made is Ryan versus Pitbull. Styles make fights. A lot of good discussions have happened between everybody, and we hope something comes out of it. April is the month that Ryan is returning to the ring, and Pitbull is ready. He is training and is good to go. It's not about titles or weight class, it's about fights people want to see. Ryan Garcia has clearly attracted more criticism for his decision to fight Rukia Ampo in an exhibition fight than he was criticized for his doping allegations after his fight on April 20th.
What's your thoughts on that?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. He's not even worth it. Come on, bro.
And firing more shots at him is Gervonta Davis, who feels he's ruining his career and reputation by doing something that's stupid. Gervonta Davis has been in a cage of silence since he fought Frank Martin in June, and after coming out for his press conference against Lamont Roach, he's been firing shots at everyone possible, including the sport of boxing, which he has promised to quit next year.
Next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Ryan Garcia went from possibly having the best 2024 of any high-level boxer to having the worst 2024 of any boxer, maybe period. Garcia got another huge fight following his loss to Gervonta Davis in 2023, setting up a mega bout against Devin Haney in April. Garcia got everyone talking with an insane social media strategy leading up to the fight, then delivered a masterclass on fight night. He didn't take Haney's belt due to weighing in over the limit, and then we found out why that happened.
Hey, Ampo, you have awoken the beast. It's over. I seen your stupid Instagram video of you hitting me on your bag. You look ridiculous.
Garcia got popped for using an illegal substance, watching as the biggest win of his career got stripped away and being handed a 1-year suspension. Since then, Garcia has continued to act somewhat concerningly. He hasn't made disturbing social media posts like he did leading up to the Haney fight, but his posts are still questionable to say the least. Dave Portnoy took aim at Ryan Garcia after the troubled boxer was accused of scamming fans with a new meme coin. Garcia, whose erratic behavior sparked concern before and after his victory over Devin Haney last year, recently launched a coin purportedly aimed at empowering America's youth through sports.
It's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be part of it.
Using all his connections and influence to instill fight in the youth, both inside and out of the ring. His website read, 40% of all the Ryan supply will go towards charity endeavors and supporting underprivileged fighters in the USA. According to alleged screenshots of social media posts, which no longer appear on Garcia's page, the coin went live on Thursday. But 24 hours on, the boxer is facing allegations on social media that he scammed those who invested in his meme coin dollar Ryan after the value plummeted.
As a team, I'm improving, getting better.
Disgusting behavior, one social media user wrote, while another branded him a slime ball. Garcia has not addressed the allegations. Mail Sport has contacted Golden Boy Promotions for comment. After the allegations appeared on social media, Barstool Sports founder Portnoy wrote, "I'd trust a hawk to a coin before a Ryan Garcia coin." Back in December, Holly Welch, who shot to fame over her viral Hawk Tuah clip, came in for criticism after she launched a cryptocurrency, which soon nosedived in value.
Yo, jump that nigga now, bro. Yo, jump him and Oscar.
Where's Oscar? Hey, Oscar!
Yo, jump that nigga and Oscar, bro.
Let's make this shit happen.
Yo, he's a disgrace to boxing.
Welch's Hawk coin reached a $490 million market cap shortly after its launch, only for it to lose more than 95% of its value within hours. She was accused of scamming investors with what is known as a pump and dump, when those behind a coin hype its price pre-launch before selling at a profit. Welch denied the allegations and said she was fully cooperating with lawyers for those impacted by the coin's crash. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.